Welcome to Overtime the Podcast, a show dedicated to all things watches, with a special love for micro brands and their affordable range. I'm your host Praka, and some of you might know me as Kinda Average Watches. Join me as we explore new releases, share tips on building your collection, and put in some overtime with hands-on reviews of the latest watches. Whether you're a bit of a pro or you're just getting into the hobby, this podcast will keep you entertained with great stories from the people in the industry, casual conversations, and guest hosts who bring their own unique perspectives. Let's get started. G'day listeners, welcome to Overtime the Podcast, proudly sponsored by Watchpoint. Today's guest is a veteran watch designer and a successful founder of two watch brands, and now his focus is on his latest venture since 2021, Loresum Watches. Welcome to Overtime, Jason. How are you?
Hi, I'm Praka. Great.
Awesome. Good to see you, mate. Thank you so much for
Mm,
joining. I really appreciate it. Look, before we get on with the episode, we love to do wrist checks, or you want to see what's on your wrist. Jason, what have you got on today?
yeah, I've got the latest LS06. It's a sample just arrived, and then yeah, it's this one, the black onyx one.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah, with a rose gold playing the case, and then ellipse shape, and
That's
also the
beautiful.
micro-rotor. Yeah, I always want to try the micro-rotor.
Yeah.
So yes, I think it's
No.
the perfect case to try it. So it's
Yeah.
really excited because I've been spending a lot of time like making it slimmer and then yeah, greater. Cause it's so simple, so it's hard like any aspect. You have to make it really, how to say, really click.
Yeah,
So
yeah, for sure, for sure. For our listeners that is trying to visualize what that looks like. This
mm,
is the LS06 is the latest up and coming watch by Jason, and of course we'll chuck photos into the post when we release this episode, and definitely by then I'm sure the Kickstarter would be ready and live. But we'll hear about that a little bit more. So before
mm,
we crack on, I'll do my wrist check. My Wristchecks a bit of an oddball one. It is a cheap and cheerful watch. It's hard, you can hardly see it, so much
mm.
light, but it's a simple, very simple watch from a brand in India. It's called MWC. So I guess
Mm,
the unique thing about this watch, the dial numerals is in Tamil, which is an Indian language, as opposed to usually you see, I guess Arabics, stick
mm,
indices, or I guess lately we've been seeing a lot of Chinese indices as
mm.
well. But yeah, something a bit different, something a bit unique.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'll
It's
say,
always good to have something unique.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I thought I'd chuck something a bit different on today. So cool. All right. Well, I guess we've got the wrist checks out of the way. Let's just get straight into the questions. Again, thank you so much for joining today. It's an honor. I mean, we've been chatting for a little bit now, so I'm glad to
Mm.
have you in front of the computer. Jason's a very busy man, so I'm glad glad to
Yeah.
glad to nail him down. So look, Lawsome is I mean, for those of our listeners that aren't too familiar with Lawsome, Lawsome's a brand that's very much feels like a culmination of all your years of design, your
Mm.
unique vision for aesthetically pleasing watches, yet with great complications. So, I mean, before we go into your brand, I would like to know a little bit more about yourself first. So,
Mm.
for our listeners, for myself, please, tell me who you are, where you're from, and how did you get into watches?
Okay, so I was not a watch designer actually. I was a graphic designer when I started. So I studied graphic designer and then yeah. So I think it's a great foundation for like all the aspect and then the geometry and then all the fonts and then typography thing, which really helps me in the watch design
Mm,
field. So I was a graphic designer and then I get into a watch company and to take photos and video and then do some poster, do the graphic design thing.
mm,
And then later on, and there's an opportunity, the boss asks, if you're interested in design watches. And then I said, oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I
mm,
don't know if I can do it, but yeah, I will try my best. And then yeah, so I took that challenge, and then yeah, and then I start to learn to design watches, and it's a really great experience because on that watch company, actually a university student will visit us
Hmm.
and then present the final year projects and then present how they like create ideas and then how they design watches, how to do 3D rendering and then the everything. So it's an interaction. So it's like I learn from them as well. So yeah,
Amazing.
it's a great opportunity that yeah, I learn a lot of like materials and from 2D because graphic design is always 2D thing, right?
Yeah.
But from 2D to 3D is not easy to handle, but yes, it's really good. So yeah, I then switched to design product. And then after that, I have a chance that to design the hero product, which is, yeah, which I find it like very, very, how to say, very exciting to do it. So yeah, and also have chance to talk with the factory master. So at that time, it was a Hangzhou factory. So yeah, I did communicate with him to learn a lot of things like the gear arrangement and then like how to make the that was a tourbillon watch. So how to make the tourbillon stand out and then how to like modify the planes to make it better. So yeah, I start to also do some modification on the
Yeah.
movement as well.
Yeah.
So I put everything together for that hero product, and then yeah, I feel like I'm truly a watch designer now because it's the outside and the inside. I can do everything. So yeah, this is
Amazing.
how I started.
Amazing, amazing. Wow. So really from doing nothing to do with the watches and then, by chance one day, yep, let's get you on the tools, let's learn, let's design and then to tourbillon. Seems like a huge step, but fantastic. It's great to see. So when you said you're the factory master, so that's the
Mm.
the company that you worked.
Yeah, I work
Yeah,
with the company I work with. Yeah, they partner with Hangzhou Movement
Hangzhou
and
movement.
then
Yep.
the factory owner. So yeah,
Ah, okay. Yeah. Oh, there you
develop
go.
a lot of like interesting movement and then yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but the LSO6 has a Hangzhou movement in it, right?
Yes.
Micro-rotor.
That's
Yes.
why, yeah, it's all link. Because, yeah.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. All right. It's slowly getting into it. So awesome. Oh, yeah, I like it. I like the origin story. So before you got into watch design, then before you got into the opportunity that you did, were you into watches at all? Were you wearing watches? Did you like watches?
Uh, Not quite at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not a watch guy before that, cause but I like some like beautiful like items and so watch may be one of those, but
Yeah.
I'm not those day I don't know like what mechanical watches is like and then yeah, so I just buy to fit my outfit kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
are mostly squats because yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's
you,
cheap and then they're like more how to say stylish. So
yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, yeah, you got to have a good looking watch as well, right? Regardless of, yeah.
Yeah, but when I get into watches, I know that all the mechanical thing is really like fascinating. So yeah,
Yeah.
I start only wearing and only designing mechanical watches.
Nice. Nice. Very good. Very good. Fantastic. All right. Well, I mean, you've been doing this for a while now, right? How long
Yeah.
ago did you start? It was 2021 is when Lawsome started, but prior to that, you've
Hmm.
been doing watch design for a long time. I think you've had, correct me if I'm wrong, you've had 10 different Kickstarter campaigns successfully funded once.
Yeah, I think more than 10.
More than 10. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. More than 10. So my first one is the JW watch.
Yes.
So as I said, I was working in a watch company and then yeah, I do want to challenge myself because yeah, this like what I what
Yeah.
I want. So I was young and then yeah, I know nothing, but I still want to like challenge myself. So I think that oh my design are like mostly appreciated by mostly Hong Kong people because it was a Hong Kong company. They
Yeah.
promote mainly in Hong Kong.
Hmm.
So I want to know that oh if like people in the world know my design or what they think about my design, do they like it? Do they actually pay money on it? So
Yeah.
I just design it and then yeah make a prototype and put it on Kickstarter. Yeah, this is how it started. And then I know nothing about the marketing, like how to calculate cost kind of thing. Yeah, because I'm only a designer.
Yeah.
I'm not a business. Yeah, so I don't know those everything, but I just like full of passion and then put it online. I didn't know anything. I just click the launch thing, and
Yeah.
then yeah, when I woke up at 90 backers already, I feel like,
Oh
oh,
wow.
okay, okay.
Now it's
That's
real. I need to do
then
stuff.
now it's real, yeah. That so yeah, and so I know that oh, it works. It actually works, and then I try to. Then I want to continue because I worked for a watch company before.
Mm,
uh, I can't have 100% control of my design. So as a
mm.
designer, I do want to 100% control the creativity and then yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That's
come out, I left that company and then yeah, I start the JW watch.
JW Watch. Fantastic. So that was your first one.
Mhm.
So that was what, how long ago was that when you first started JW Watch?
You mean how many years, right?
Yes, how many years? Yeah,
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Roughly 3 to 4 years. The
Yeah.
thing is,
Yeah.
I was not mature enough to handle a brand and then yeah the business
Sure.
perspective kind of thing.
Mm,
Yeah, so it didn't sustain because it's
sure.
just like yeah,
Yeah.
because it's yeah. So it's like 3 or 4 years. So
Hmm.
I have the JW1 and the JW and then people still like it and they're still asking if I can produce it, but I just can't because the calculation is wrong.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
your yeah, I mean there are some beautiful watches. Yeah, of course, listeners I will be chucking everything in the show
Mm.
notes. And yeah, I mean JW Watch, the website's still there and it redirects people to the Lawson website, but you can still see
Yeah.
all your past designs there. It's great to
Mm.
see. It was your first sort of watch brand and you learnt a lot from there. I'm guessing with I guess your watch design was already quite mature then, but more so the business side of things, the manufacturing side of things.
Yeah, so later on, I joined the Beerens original team, and as a
Yes,
designer, to design watches for them, and then I learned a lot about the customized module thing. That's why now I do a lot of customized module because I learned a lot from them. I also learned the business point of view, and then like how to do a business properly, what's marketing. Learned a lot of things there, and then I do a lot of like freelance design watches for different brand and then yeah. So to keep myself like how to say keep forward, keep
yeah,
moving forward.
yeah,
Although yeah, as a brand it's not successful, but I still like maybe someday I can have another chance. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
So
So I mean, I mean, you touched on Barron's. Barron's is
mm,
obviously another brand that again have some pretty funky stuff out there. Like
yeah.
high complicated movements. Yeah, just insane. So how long were you there for in Barron's and I guess your design
About
that
three to
went into
four
it?
years,
3 to 4.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably 3 to 4 years.
Yeah,
Then yeah, to do some promotion as well, to do some like Kickstarter model.
sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember seeing I think it was called the Kung Fu Platinum Edition.
Yeah.
That was insane. There's some really cool stuff in there. I mean, that's design, and history all pulling together into this piece of high horology. It's nuts.
Yeah, they're a group of people like full of passion. It's like or like young people like me, like
Yeah,
a lot of them. Yeah. So they have like no how to say no limit. They think no limit, and then
yeah,
they just do what they want, and then why not try it? Yeah.
yeah. That's the best way to be, and that's the best thing to see in micro brands, right? Yeah, there's the limitations are. You don't have too many people to answer. If you want to try something different, you can try something different.
Yeah, and also now the how to say the boundary like the
Mm,
3D printer which helps a lot. The
yes.
CNC thing which help a lot. You don't need a lot of molding and you just
Yeah.
think it, just draw it and do
Yeah.
it to see if it works and put or like Kickstarter or the pre-order fund,
Yeah.
all the things like Instagram, all the like so you don't need to have a lot of money, but yeah, with the crazy idea, the interesting idea, the
Yeah.
creative idea, you just make it happen
Yeah.
and then you see if people like it.
Yeah.
So
I didn't quite. Yeah, you're so right. I mean, 3D printers are such a
it's such a big thing.
it's huge, right? Almost anyone can get hands on a 3D
Yeah.
printer. So yeah, you can really give it a go. Really try something before you have to send it to production and spend a big outlay of money. So Yes, there you go. Nice. I don't think I'm going to be going down that route anytime soon or ever, but but maybe some of the listeners might take
Mm.
inspiration from you. From then, try out their own crazy designs on 3D printers.
Mm.
Yeah, might be the way to go.
Yeah, and you can always print it,
Mm,
upload it on the website, not website, upload it on like group, Facebook groups and then WhatsApp groups to ask for opinions. Yeah,
mm,
do some risk track because before before like mass production
mm.
is really like cost effective way to do design now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I guess that's what you've done as well. I mean, with Lawsome, I've seen plenty of times on the various big Facebook groups of you
Mm.
sharing your design, sharing your prototypes, and it's fantastic to see. And you get great feedback. I mean, is this something that you find that you do for all your models? Do you reach out
Mm.
and ask for feedback before you, I guess, go down the production line?
Yeah, I think it's really good. Like a
Mm,
great opportunity, and also it's a free way to do like
mm,
to promote your thing. But the thing is, you get real feedback from people
yeah,
who actually interested in your product, who
yeah,
might be buying your product,
mm,
which I think is yeah. It's an excellent way to do it. And I,
yeah,
I like interaction because I work from home. Yeah, I'm
mm,
always myself. Like more interaction makes me feel like energetic and then more passionate on it. Or like do I spend like those months doing that thing? How people think about it. I just want like sometimes it's in the crossroad. I like
yeah.
some like inspiration and then there's some honest like
Honest
opinion.
feedback.
Really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. No, that's great. That's great to hear. It's funny because not everyone is like that. Not every brand owner is like that. I've spoken to people before that say, "Look, I don't want trial by committee or stuff like that." But you know what? Sometimes you're right. It's great to even if you don't end up using any of the
Mm.
feedback, it's always good to speak to the community and have a chat with
Yeah,
people. Yeah.
it's not a traditional way because I know
Mm.
traditional way they just want to like craft it themselves and they don't want to like any leaks and then yeah
Yeah,
just
yeah.
make the perfect product. But my way is the opposite. Like I just want to be transparent, like communicate and then yeah. And also it's a fun it's a protection. So
Mm.
it's quite fun that I launched the LS04 before Christopher Ward. Yeah, yeah. But they launched a very similar product, the big moon phase.
Yes,
It's because
yes.
I share the designs and then share the concepts before them, then it's really a protection. Otherwise, the project will just close because people will just think that I copy them and then yeah.
Yeah, interesting, interesting. Yes, I must say, I mean, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, LSO4 is
Mhm.
fantastic. True moon phase. Again, folks, I'm going to chuck everything in the show notes and yes, very interesting that the crystal ball. I could definitely see that, see the, design cues, but I mean, look, yours is absolutely beautiful too. And you have the aventurine, you have Black Mother of Pearl, the moon landing.
Yeah, we spent more than a year like that do the like how to say finalizing everything and then do the
Mm.
prototype and then the module. Yeah, view it before them is really
So you saying it could be could be, it's a good thing, but also may not be a good thing sometimes.
yes. So it depends.
It depends how you look at it, but
Yeah.
no, it's still a very
Mm,
fantastic, it's still a beautiful watch. All right, before we get into your models, some of your models,
mm,
you know, I have to ask about your brand name. Before, when I first saw your brand name, I had a sneaky suspicion of what it was and what it was inspired by. But so if I'm correct, it's Lorem Ipsum, Epsom. I don't know if I'm saying
yeah.
that correctly. How did this inspire your brand name?
Yeah, because yeah, it's actually come from Lorem Ipsum, and then people sometimes will joke about my brand name because they say, "Oh, it's like random brand name. Why don't you just try to think of a better name? Why you just use that like dummy text on
Yeah.
on your logo?" But this is what I want to do it because it's a placeholder. It's a how to say it's a placeholder text that commonly used in web design or
Yeah.
publishing to
Mm.
fill the space of yeah, of a page, like
Mm.
to give an impression of like how the final text will appear. So yeah, as a graphic designer, I use Lorem Ipsum a lot in
Yeah.
like all the design softwares, and when you type in it, there is a dummy text, and yeah. So I find that, oh, this is a great idea. Like because using those maybe readable English maybe can affect the content, but
Mm.
rather how to say, it's like if you use this dummy text, it
Mm.
will actually makes us focus on the design, but not focus on the text. So
Ah,
yeah,
okay,
I
okay.
yeah, so I want to emphasize that it's a design-oriented brand. So we focus on the aesthetics. So we want to make it's how to say, it's our product first, design first, before business, before
Before the
like
brand name.
cost, before everything, marketing and the
Mm.
fancy thing. But design first. So we
Yeah.
do like do we make a Lorem Ipsum and then put together to be a Loresum.
I like it. I really
Yeah.
like it. That's fantastic. I'm used to, I don't know if Word 98 or Word 2000 or whatever it was, the old school Microsoft Word. When you go into design template, it'll come up with Lorem Ipsum, Lorem Ipsum. And that's
Yes.
the first thing that came to my mind. Maybe not 98, but a bit later than that. And I was like, oh, yeah, yeah. And so it didn't click, but you're right, absolutely right. I mean, you're such a design focused brand. It makes sense to really make that shine. So cool. I learned something new today, and I hope the listeners learned something new today as well. So really good, really good.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's have a quick chat about your latest release. So not your upcoming,
Mm.
but your latest release that's been sold, and I believe you've already shipping out. Currently busy shipping these out. We had a brief chat about this before we started recording. So it's the
Yeah.
LS05, the Gearshay edition. So for the listeners who don't know what this is, first of all, check out the link because it's absolutely beautiful. It features a bespoke double moon phase complication that shows the moon phase in both the northern and southern hemisphere at the same time. Yep, crazy. And then it's all in this beautiful green and rose gold package. And so you got a custom modular custom movement that you've done yourself, and all this beautiful package, beautiful handset, you name it, and it's less than 1,400 US dollars. I mean that's seems insane for me. And the I guess the amount of unique difference that's in this watch, not only in terms of design, but the complication at this price point is not really heard of. It's almost unheard of.
Mm.
What's been your biggest challenge in a watch like this?
Yeah, the biggest challenge is actually the module itself.
Yeah.
Yes, as it's a double moon phase module, and then we design it, we develop it from zero. So yeah, why we have this fault is because the LS04 people love it, a lot of people love it,
Mm.
and they ask if it is a northern hemisphere moon phase or if it is a southern hemisphere moon phase, and then like a lot of people like discussing, and then this discussing, and then yeah, so and then there's a mind that, oh, can I just put both moon phase on the watch
Yes.
and make it bigger and then make it the main selling point of the watch. Yeah, so we spent a lot of time developing this module, and we did a lot of like prototypes, and then this actually is not our first attempt. Like how to say? So we have another like we have another module to
Mm.
show the double moon phase. But the thing is that module is not stable enough. We spent like 9 months developing it, and then finally we had to drop it because there's a lot of factors that I
Mm.
find it, it's not good to ship it out because it's an undone or that it's not a perfect product.
Sure.
So
Sure.
we just drop it, and then we develop another system which we now see it, this double moon phase system, to make it really affordable is a key thing for this one, and
Yeah.
then very reliable, and then yeah, good looking. So this is the most difficult part because the unseen thing, like this year is not seen by people, and then you just grab it in the background, and then but yeah, like 9 months we kind of waste, but it's not waste, but it just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It all built up to this. I mean, honestly, before I've seen this, I've never seen a watch with a double moon phase complication, let alone in something this beautiful as well. So yeah, well done to you guys. You did fantastic job here.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
and of course I will leave, yeah, like I said, leave the link in there, and there's still a couple that you can pre-order. Am I correct?
Yeah, half of them already sold, so
Sure,
we still have a little stock, so
sure.
people can just buy it and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right, I'll leave it then, and people can check it out. Oh, that purple strap with it is also very nice. Cool, must say.
Yeah, I like the cocktail thing. So, cause I personally I own a let me show you. I own a Seiko cocktail. I forgot the name, but it's a cocktail. It's a very famous one, I think. Yeah.
Ah, yes, the Blue
So
Moon.
it's Yeah, so it's got the blue dial, but the
Yeah.
second hand, I like the Corsair version because the second hand is in gold, and then
Yes.
it comes with a brown stuff kind of thing. So it's really inspired me that oh yeah, you can be that like not like crazy on the combination.
Mm.
So that's why this Q-shaped version comes out like the green plus the rose gold playing the case,
Yeah.
and then the purple strap, and yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the Q shade is a like very classic, very classy thing, but plus a adventuring, which is very how to say luxurious and then very romantic theme,
Yeah.
like still contrast to put it together. But it works. People like people in the watch fair they wear it and then they see it, they say, oh, it's like really how to say, all things put together is
Yeah.
really perfect.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, there's, yeah, you're right. I mean, there is a lot going on if you look at it from the outset. You have a, like you said, the central part of the dial, it's gear shay, double moon
Yeah.
phase, the outer, the aventurine chapter ring, and rose gold, and the purple strap. It feels like it should be a lot, but it doesn't at the same time. It feels really well put together. So yeah, well done there. Speaking of well put together, or I guess your design, your aesthetics, and
Mm.
obviously you talked about your bespoke modules. So, I mean, it must be a bit of a struggle, right? Because you've got this
Yeah.
brand which is very much design focused, and all your watches are very beautiful, yet you also offer a lot of complications within your watches as well. It's not just clean three-handers. You're offering, you've got jump hour, you've got and all sorts of different things. So how do you balance that between the two, like your love for your
Mm.
design and your technical aspects?
I think it's hard to balance. Like at first in LS01 and 02, you see all the like gears exposed and then all the like mechanical thing to emphasize the module making. Yeah. But I think like it's good, but this might not be the way to go because I focus a
Mm,
lot on like the module to emphasize the module thing. But later I find that oh, maybe people want more like subtle and more elegant like appearance. So I have the LS03, which I hide most of the gears, but still remains the regulator and then the wandering moon thing. And also on the LS04, we try to not just keep a lot of functions, not just doing the regulator and then put everything on top of it, but we try to do it like we just keep the best. Like we have the best moonphase module, very reliable, very beautiful. Just make it bigger and
mm,
make it more elegant and put it on the watch, and people really like it. So
mm,
I think, oh, maybe, yeah, it is the perfect balance between aesthetics, but not only looks good and also the module behind. But the module behind is not like you expose all the gears. It's not like very like mechanical thing,
sure.
very metal thing, but it's
Mm,
like very subtle.
yeah.
But it's kind of yeah, still add some value on the product and make it unique. The balance we are like
Yeah. No, I
we have
must
achieved.
say, I mean, you're looking from like going through your catalog, looking at LS1, LS2, so LSO1, LSO2, LSO3, you can see like you said, the gradual step change from, like he's saying,
Mm,
like showing off the technical prowess of all your watches, and then going, oh, you know what, we're also making beautiful designs, so why not show that off? And yeah, yeah, LSO4 and LSO5 just seems like a great balance between the two. And
Yeah.
yeah, definitely like to see it. If you're into microbrand and independent watches, which you clearly are as you're listening to this podcast, you got to check out Watchpoint. Watchpoint is the newest destination in Melbourne, Australia for microbrand and independent watches. But it's more than just a brick and mortar store, it's a hub for watch enthusiasts. Come check out brands such as HZ, Bazel, Second Hour, RZE, and Monbray, and other exciting watches you won't find anywhere else. Watchpoint is also your go-to website for buying said watches, exploring microbrand profiles, discovering new releases, and staying informed with editorials, industry insights, and buying guides. So if you're keen on trying out your favorite microbrand watches, drop into Shop 304, Level 3, the Block Arcade on Collins Street, or visit watchpoint.com.au or check them out on Instagram at watchpoint.au for more. Yeah, fantastic. Well, okay, so we've obviously spoken about your bespoke models. I'll
Mm,
go through some of them. So you've got true moon phase,
yeah.
regulator, jumping hour,
Mm,
double moon phase. I mean, so what drives your focus in sort of developing these unique complications in-house, you know? I mean, I guess doing these bespoke modules as opposed to just grabbing something off the shelf. And also, have you got any other complications that you haven't tried and you would like to use in the future?
yeah, so as I said before, it's because my background, like I work
Mm,
with the Hangzhou factory, and then I did actually visit the factory, so I know like how to say, I know how they manufacture a
mm,
movement, like which part and then which, yeah. So I think that background. Also, I work with Behrens Original,
mm,
that module modification. They're expert in it. So
mm,
I think that background really makes me that to focus on my unique module, but in a different way, because
mm.
I don't want to like be another beer's original,
Yeah,
but I just want like my personal touch and then more as aesthetics, more dress watch.
yeah.
So yeah, so this is like why I always like keep doing those module thing. So what I'm going to explore in the future, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, what
Like,
kind of other complications do you want to try?
no,
Like
everything. Like
every.
we are like how to say we are thinking of doing a charming watch, but there's a lot of
Oh,
charming
okay.
mechanical out there. But yeah,
Yeah.
you know that there are some brands already doing that.
Yes. Yes.
And then yeah, you see the Red Cliffs, they just announced a very nice charming watch. So yeah,
Okay.
we don't want to how to say we don't want to overlap and then yeah, do what people do. But we have those in mind. And then some retrograde and then so we're thinking of like having a jumping hour plus some like retrograde and then yeah, some regulator and to put together. But the thing is, I think now people really like classy design and then elegant design. So we just
Mm.
can't make it very exaggerate,
Yeah.
like very. So I want to make it like a subtle way. So we're
Yeah.
still drawing a lot of like mechanism,
Mm.
those things behind. So yeah, if we come up with a good complication, and
Mm.
then we will then put it in a subtle way and make it a good
Yeah.
design.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we're always exploring a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean, I'm not going to say no if you guys decide to release another chiming watch, a sonnery, because yes, yes, Radcliffe's done stuff. Obviously, Christopher Ward with the Bel Canto as well,
Yeah.
and but I think that is few and far between in the micro brand space. It's very much sort of in the higher echelons of watchmaking that does that, and it's great to see. It's great to see how people can get into different complications and they don't have to pay, ridiculous money to get into it. So yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, this is what we want to pursue as well.
Mm,
So some, how to say, some complication like the moon phase. It's
mm,
not like we are the first one to do the moon phase, but we think that but actually you can get a solitaire movement with a moon phase, either big solitaire movement or big moon phase or small moon phase. They
mm,
offer it, but the thing is the price will go very high. So yeah, one of our goal to make why we make our own clarification, make our own module is that we want to make it affordable as possible. So we use Muta movement instead. It's
Mm.
really reliable. And also, so we build the moon phase on top of it or the double moon phase on top of it so that people will not need to pay a lot of money
Mm.
on that and the more people can enjoy it. So this is
Yeah.
also one of our goals. It's just we don't just want to do unique design, but we want to make it like affordable.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you definitely nailed that. And the Miyoto movement is fantastic. I mean, I must say, I've only had Miyoto movements, not the with the modules on top, but it is reliable and it just works. And all the Miyoto movements I've had are usually rock solid in terms of
Mm.
their they're not regulated, or some of them are, and they're still sticking to that plus or minus only a couple of seconds. And yeah,
Mm.
it's great. It's great to see. So cool. Yeah, it's a good selling point, and not just the design, but also the affordability side of things as well. Democratizing the
Mm.
unique modules. All right, of course. We started with this, and
Mm.
we're in as you're showing your wrist check. And now we have to finish with this, or I guess I have to ask for our listeners. I mean, what's next? You brought it up, which is the LS06. So tell us
Yeah.
a bit more about it, and when can our listeners go buy one?
Yeah, so it's a really the LS06 is a really exciting project for me
Mm.
because it's the first time we use stone. So yeah, I always want to try to use some like unique stone on the watches, but
Yeah,
I have to use it like I want to use it in a how to say in a really perfect way, appropriate way.
yeah,
So yeah, I can always plug the stone on the LS04 and no problem.
yeah.
But yeah, I just want to make it so when I search it like in which year do this invented or like so when I one day I walk in the London like some second hand shops and
Mm.
then so they have a lot of old watches and then I saw a lot of watches in the 1970s that really how to say they use lapis. They
Mm.
use the the malachite. They
Mm.
use those stone, and then they put it in a very unique case, a
Mm.
ellipse case, a tank case. So yeah, I find it. Oh, this is the way to do it. Like
Yeah.
it's really a yeah. So I really like it. I saw the Chopin square with a
Yeah.
lapis, and then
Yes.
the egg, and then a lot of those like watches, but they're crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Not like I can own one. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so instead, I think, oh, can I do it in a like in a modern way, but bring back the 1970s vibe?
Mm.
So the case, just like I said, the ellipse case, and then the gold plane that color and
Mm.
then the stone dial and then yeah with a compact size and then also a micro rotor because they always come with a micro rotor because they're high-end brands so they do those high-end things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want to yeah so I want oh yeah I can put it all together but with a modern touch so I found the Hangzhou 5000 movement which I always want to use it because it's a really good movement.
Mm.
Although some people say that, oh, it's a China movement and then might not like it, but trust me, this one is really good. This one
Mm.
is really stand out and yeah. And then if you like micro rotor, yeah, you will like this one. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just so put them together. I think it's a perfect moment for me to like put them together. Try different stone dials. So we have onyx. We have Navis and then we have Malashai, like this one, Malashai. I
Yeah.
quite like it. Yeah. I don't think that I will be wearing, I can imagine I will be wearing a green watch, but it looks really good, really luxurious. And we have Tiger Eye as well. So
Tiger Eye is beautiful. That's definitely a nice color. I'm just flicking through all the different colors, and it's in front of me. And like I mean, I'll first talk about the Hangzhou movement as well at the back and I guess the gold micro rotor with the Loresum, etched in. And you got the
yeah,
blue screws. Yeah, oh, that's beautiful,
yeah.
and especially in that rose gold case as well. Yeah, it really stands out. Nice, nice. That's
Yeah.
the black dial, is it? The with the rose gold case, the onyx.
Uh, we have rose gold case for every dial.
Ah,
So
okay,
we have
okay. All right, I didn't
silver
know that.
case and
Okay,
rose gold
so
case.
you can opt for rose gold or for silver. Okay,
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Really excited, and then yeah, and then I
Yeah,
think like some people really interested in this project and keep asking me that, oh, when is the launch day and everything.
yeah,
Yeah, I try to like how to say, I try to make it happen as soon as possible, but I
yeah,
still had to wait for some reviews, like what reviews, and
yeah,
then some like need to take some photos and videos and
yeah,
to make it thing, yeah,
yeah, yeah. No, it's
to make
awesome.
a proper launch. So
Yeah.
probably late August, I would say.
Okay, okay. Late
Yeah,
August, late
can't wait as
August.
well.
Yeah. So late August of course, in Kickstarter as well.
Yeah, on Kickstarter, we
Yeah.
still think that it's a great platform, although some people might not like it, but we
Mm.
still think that it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, this is fantastic, and obviously we'll leave the link to. I'm gonna grab the photos from Jason. I'm gonna chuck it
Hmm.
on the podcast Instagram, and we've also got the Kickstarter link in there as well. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking more of these out. And
Thank you.
aside from the LS06, anything else you can give us for the future that you're thinking of?
Not quite confirmed yet.
Sure.
Just as I said, we are always developing a lot of like different watches and then the opportunity to use different materials and then different communication, but it's still not confirmed yet.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
He's keeping a very tight lip on on his next
yeah,
project. No, I'm joking.
if I have a more clear direction, I will always
Sure.
like show it online on the
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yes.
And
No,
I'm
you're
also
right.
thinking of getting my own like WhatsApp group, like the
Yeah.
Loresum WhatsApp group, yeah, to gather
Cool.
fans like opinion and then yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just like too busy to set it up, so I still maybe I don't know. Hope this year we can have it. Uh,
TBC. It's coming. Yeah. Yeah. It's a great idea actually. I mean, a lot of brands. I mean, I know some brands have started using the Instagram channels as well as a
yeah,
broadcast channel as a yeah. So I'm not sure that could also be an option.
yeah, because people always like PM me about what is next, and then yeah, they give a lot of like really honest and interesting and really precious suggestions on
Yeah.
my watches,
Yeah.
which I think is really good. If they can get it together, so we can like
Yeah.
chat more and do some like voting on the design, and then
Yeah.
it will
Yeah.
be quite nice. But the thing is, I don't want to let them down. Like I might be too busy, and then they just keep checking. It's yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And I feel
fair.
so sorry that I can't can't interact with them. So
Yeah,
yeah, hopefully I'll have more time.
that'd be amazing if you could. But also, I think the fact that you already share a lot of these stuff to these Facebook groups, like the League of Micro Brands and such,
Mm,
is fantastic. You are getting that feedback there as well, albeit not in
yeah.
the smaller forum with the awesome fanatics.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Well, that's really come to the end of our Q&A session. The time has
Mm,
absolutely flown by, but it's come to I guess the something interesting part of the podcast. So this is the part of the podcast where you can either discuss something you've seen, you've read, or you heard. It can be watch related or anything else. It doesn't have to be some watch related. But yeah, Jason, as our guest. Is there
mm.
anything that you'd like to share? Something interesting.
Yeah, I've like a lot of like interest, but I'm also a tech guy. So I
Yeah,
just
okay.
got I'm a tech guy. So I just got my Samsung, Fold 7. It's the latest, like the thinnest fold. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I also, and I also like tech that I really appreciate. I don't know if you know it. There is a mobile phone company called Nothing. It's based in
Yes.
the UK.
Nothing
Yeah.
phone. Yes, I have. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you got one of those?
I'm thinking of, but I get this one first because this foldable really helps my like I need to work everywhere I go, and I actually can remote desktop with this one and then to do some like Photoshop and
Oh,
so yeah,
wow.
it's really handy. But it's a shame that the nothing that it didn't have that fold, but I think they're coming out soon. So
Okay.
yeah. I quite
Yeah.
like that because the founder, the Cowpay is very similar to my situation. So he did work for OnePlus, a very big company, and then yeah, but he want to do something unique and then creative. So his way of doing this nothing, the successful story really inspired me as well.
Mm.
Like how he like do the design oriented, like also design oriented phone. You either love it or you either hate it. But he did some really unique phone in kind of boring or saturated mobile phone industry. So
Yeah.
it's really very similar. That me as a designer, I always want to do something unique, and I always want yeah, but how can I do it like in a successful way, in a
Yeah.
more like more better marketing like so. I always learn from them.
Yeah.
They're way bigger than me, but it yeah.
Oh no, I mean, but it's very cool to see. I mean, I'll chuck this nothing photo. I mean, I have seen it before, but I haven't really read into it too
Because
much.
some crazy design. There's some crazy design. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's very hard to break into the market, I think, nowadays where Samsung has this stranglehold in the Android marketplace, and then you've got
Mm.
Apple, of course. But it's cool to see these different brands trying to push back and come up with something different.
Yeah, the way
Yeah,
he create noise, creates like communication,
yeah,
creates discussion is really
yeah,
an interesting way for me to learn from them. Yeah, to
yeah.
stand out from the like already very mature market. Yeah.
Yes,
Hope I have
no.
a chance. Yeah.
I hope so too. I hope so too. And honestly, with what you have right now, yeah, you definitely. I look, it's not getting washed out. As to say, your brand is not getting washed out. Your brand definitely stands true. Your designs definitely stand true. So yes, no, no, not don't have to worry there. So good. Um,
Yeah, thanks so much.
no, you're welcome. You're welcome. Now, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I guess I will because you spoke about tech and you spoke about
Mm.
Android phone, and because
Yeah.
I'm a fellow Android phone as well. I'm not really.
Oh.
I don't really have a, I mean, it's a Samsung. I don't even know what this is now, but it's an older one. But I don't, I think back in the day, it used to be more like, used to get into the Android versus Apple thing. That was a big thing,
Yeah.
right? Everyone used to get into that. But anyway, that's not what I want to get into now. But I used to have all sorts of different Android phones, HTCs and what was that?
Yeah.
Sony's Xperia
Mm.
range and all that. Anyway, at one point back in the day, I used to run this Facebook group with a friend, called it like Android app ideas and stuff like that. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so my friend was very good. He used to make. He was very good at coding and things like that. I not so much, but again, I had the passion for the Android and the apps, and
Mm.
we used to sideload all these ROMs. We used to do all these ROMs from
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you used to as well, right? Yeah, XDA
Yeah, I did
forums
it
and
before on
yes.
my Samsung S2, I believe.
Yeah,
So,
S2. Yeah, I did. I had the S1, S2, did it, and all sorts of the yeah. Used to modify the phone to I mean you could customize it to anything, right? You could do whatever you wanted,
yes.
and it was so cool. I remember showing people this, and they're like, "Wait, that's your phone?" I'm like, "Yeah, that is." Didn't even realize. But anyway, I used to run this Facebook group, and we used to have ask people for different ideas on what they wanted and to try and develop apps for it. And I guess it never really went anywhere, but it was fun. We
Yeah, it's fun.
shared with a lot of like different apps and different games and stuff like that. And at that point, Android felt a lot like a I don't know, felt like a community, almost like a
Yeah.
micro brand sort of community. I don't know, it's hard to say, but especially in the romming and apps development
Yeah.
space, it felt very much like that in
Yeah,
this.
the
So
XDA.
XDA,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. So yeah.
That
You
that
could
era is really like golden.
that era was golden. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. So I mean, anyway, I again, it's a completely random thing to share, but I thought I would share that today, and I think there is some similarities you can draw between those kind of that modding days and the microband sort of
Mm.
forums and space. So yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd share that. So yeah, that was my something interesting for this week. People may or
Yeah.
may not find that very interesting, but I did. So
Hmm.
cool. Well. That's it, Jason. We've come to the end of the episode. So I'm going to leave all the links to where you can find Jason. But Jason, so the best way to contact you is via email or via DM on Instagram, so that if people want to reach out, how can they reach out to you?
Email,
Yep.
and then yeah, we have a phone that you can WhatsApp me.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah. And that's we can find all that details in your website, and I'll also
yes,
leave them there. So fantastic. So thank you so much for joining me today, Jason. I hope you had fun. I had lots of fun having a chat with you today.
yeah, me too. Thanks so much for the time.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, well, if there's nothing else, folks, we'll leave it right there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for listening to Overtime the podcast. I hope you enjoyed the episode. You can find us on our Instagram at Overtime the podcast, at Kinda Average Watches, or flick me an email on overtimethepod@gmail.com. I appreciate your support and value your feedback. If you have any questions, suggestions, or topics that you would like the podcast to cover in the future, please hit us up. Until next time.